Welcome to the YouTube channel of Michael J. Swanson. Michael is the author of How David Beats Goliath and is the CEO of Advocate Capital.
Hi, thanks for tuning in. You may have heard about Medicare liens and how they have been slowing down the disbursement in personal injury cases. Well, if that's the case with you or you're trying to learn more about that, I've invited today on my YouTube channel an expert in that area. He's an experienced personal injury attorney from the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, and his name is Stuart Carpey. And Stuart, tell us about these Medicare liens. What's the situation and what should people know about them?
Well, yeah, we see it every day at the end of our clients' personal injury cases. What we're obligated to do, and what all personal injury lawyers across the country are obligated to do, is to reach out to Medicare to make sure that anybody that's received Medicare benefits, or even if they haven't received any benefits, they're Medicare eligible. We do it on behalf of our clients, obviously, have an obligation to report what the settlement or the jury verdict is to Medicare and to find out if Medicare paid any medical bills on behalf of our client. Now, there's a process, it's a multi-step process that you have to go through with Medicare so that they can verify what medical bills they paid that they claim are related to the treatment from the accident. If there's a dispute, it's the obligation for on the attorney representing the individual that's injured to dispute that with Medicare. And towards the end of this process, we get something called a conditional payment letter. It's just like it sounds. It's conditionally provided by Medicare, and it's what they're saying is related, and then it's up to us to dispute that. Once that process is finished, we get something called a final demand letter from Medicare, and that tells us what has to be paid out of the settlement of the case or the jury verdict. So it's a very long process. It can take months. Medicare is understaffed in this regard, so even though a case resolves, it doesn't mean that the funds can be distributed right away, because we have to make sure that Medicare is paid. Otherwise, what happens is Medicare can go after our client, can make a claim against us for those monies, can stop any benefits that are being paid, Social Security, disability, benefits like that. If there's tax refund money, the federal government can claim that back. So it's a real mess. And what we do is we start the process as early as we can in the case. As soon as we know our clients are Medicare eligible, it doesn't matter if the case is coming to the end or not, we start the process early so that Medicare has a heads up that, hey, look, we've got this case. It may be coming to an end several months or 6 months or even a year from now, but give us the information that you have so that we can start verifying that these bills that you say you paid on behalf of our client is actually related to the case. So I just urge people that have been involved in personal injury cases that have either received Medicare benefits or are Medicare eligible to be aware of this, because it can slow the distribution of the funds down at the end of the case.
Well, it sounds like it is a mess, and it's a kind of a minefield that has to be navigated by an expert like yourself. Right. Now, if someone's watching this and they had a few questions maybe about their case or a question or two for you, is there some way they can get in touch with you?
Sure. I mean, generally questions, we respond to. Our phone number is 610-834-6030, and they can always turn to the website, carpeylaw.com.
Well, Stuart, thanks so much for sharing your expertise today. Really appreciate it.
I'm happy to help. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Send your questions or comments to Michael at mike@howdavidbeatsgoliath.com.